What's going on, everyone? My name is Chris. I'm back with another Fallout 76 video. In this video I'm gonna talk again a little bit about issues I came across, as well as some pretty cool locations I found. So, and without, as always, giving you a boring intro, we're gonna jump right into the video. So, and I thought I start the adventure up north and make my way from north to west, down and to the right. So, and the first location I came across was a crashed airplane, as you can see on the screen right now. I think it's the same airplane as you could see in the new Wasteland trailer, or as well I think in the main menu there is one as well. So it looks interesting enough for me to show you guys. Here you can see you can make your little story about it. There's a mole rat next to a dead body, and I mean, pilot crashed, maybe got out the airplane, was fighting mole rats, who knows. Another thing, here you can see the location quests again. Be careful with the messenger. It's a super annoying quest. You just have to follow a robot around, and it's pretty annoying. So the mission actually follows you around the wasteland. It doesn't matter if you're up north or in the west or south. It follows you, and that, I think that's not cool. So going from the nice location to the issues I'm encountered again. So when you come across a floating rock in the wasteland, you don't think much. You think, okay, that someone missed it. But on an interesting location like this, where an airplane crashed, there's a body, and there are some dead animals. If you have a floating rock next to that, it makes me wonder, was there ever a testing phase in Fallout 76? Or did the developer just sloppiness slammed it out so we can buy it? Well, next clip I'm gonna show you. Here you can see another sloppy attempt. I don't even know what I can call this. You know, in when developing video games, you have uh, you don't have, you would have a limited amount of items you can store or you can place in the wasteland. That's the floating rock I meant. I mean, it's, if you come across in the wasteland, you don't think much about it, but the trees, I think that's actually pretty bad. That shows how sloppy the developer actually were. Just because it's a remote location, oh, let's fuck it. Let's slam the same trees right next to each other. You know, if you walk and you come across the same tree a few times, if it's further away, if there's a bush next to it, or if there is a rock or something next to it, you wouldn't recognize it right away as the same tree. And here, when you have the same tree next to each other, and I counted it, within a 5 minute walking area, you had the same tree. I found it 21 times, and this is crazy. You have floating bushes, you have floating rocks, you have the same trees. So that shows how sloppy the developer actually were. They were just pushing out the game. There was no testing phase. I mean, they don't take the time anymore to provide a proper game. We pay almost $100 if you consider the first club thingy to get your private server. If you consider that, you almost paid $100 for a game which is similar to Generation Zero, and that's just the saddest thing in the world. Bethesda, as I said in the previous video, should be ashamed. They should be rolled up and hung. That's to charge people that amount of money for an unfinished game like this is crazy. Pure craziness. But enough with the negative. Let's jump to the next location, which is a little bit more interesting. And, well, I haven't found anything bad in here other than a couple ghouls. So, here, I think it's called the Black Mountain Ordnance something. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I found quite a few informations on the Fallout Wiki page. But I don't want to tell you too much. I think it's a pretty cool location. Let's just go into it, and I'm gonna tell you as we go in. I'm gonna give you a few informations, because I know how it is in Fallout. I don't want to reveal too much, so you still can go to the location and discover some things on your own. So here you can see what looks like a construction site with a little bunker or a little shelter is actual a kind of a storage facility. So there are different, they call it domes. In those domes, you there is something in it. I don't know yet what, and as for now, I wasn't able to get in. I did some research. I watched a YouTube video, and I watched a video for this, but I haven't finished watching it yet because I wanna keep the mystery going till the end. So I'm only watching step by step if I stuck somewhere. And to be honest, to get stuck in this specific, I don't want to call it quest, specific secret, it's super easy because it's crazy how far spread the different items are. So here you can see we are almost at the terminal. As always, I'm scavenging everything. I'm taking everything with me because everything is worth a cap. Always think about that. Whenever you have an empty can, you can sell it for a cap. So let's get to the computer. After a little bit hacking, it wasn't a big deal to get in. As you can see, we still have the good old method from Fallout. You put in the code 3 times the wrong, you back out and you go back in and you have 3 attempts again. Not like the fucking bobby pins where you actually run out of it. So let's give our friend another attempt, otherwise we're gonna replace him. Also, another thing to say about this location. I'm not too sure, but I think, as far as I saw in the YouTube video, and to be fair, I'm gonna put the link from that YouTube video in my description as well, just so you can back and get the information yourself. But in the YouTube video, the guy says that location actually exists in Virginia. So when you go to the United States and you go to Virginia, you will be able to find the entrances to the dome. And the guy in the video also said that location was partly owned by the United States military. And when you go back to the terminal, and there are some informations, we're gonna go back in a second. I just wanted to go around and see if I can find anything else around the area, like a holotape or a piece. But if you go back to the computer, it actually says that one of the domes is owned by the military. So whatever is in the dome, it has to be something good. So if you get eventually inside the dome, if you reach it before me, let me know in the comments. Don't tell me what's in it. I want to see it myself. But let me know in the comments what's going on and if it's actually worth it. So, and whenever you see a safe or a computer next to a safe, hack the computer, then go into the safe. Don't use the bobby pins to pick the lock because they are just breaking too easily. So, and here you can see data error is for the first record, and the second dome, that's the thing I meant. Green custom defense system, which means to me actually military. I think it's defense. 4, 5, and I think 6 is data error, and then 7, it's interesting again. Here you can see undisclosed, so we don't know who it's owned. And the next one is right, I think I think we missed one because I'm pretty sure there was Nuka-Cola as well. Nuka-Cola owns one of these domes, but check it out for yourself. The computer is not difficult to hack, so just go to the computer and check it out. In the meantime, we are going to the actual dome entrances. So we are making our way to the entrance of the dome, and as always, check every detail, every little corner, every inch of the game. You don't know what's hidden somewhere, and I mean obviously there is some kind of leakage of radioactivity, so something happened here as well, and maybe they just dumped radioactive stuff here, or who knows. I tried to put on a spacesuit, but I still got the rats, and I think I even tried it with the hazmat suit. But yeah, making our way to the first entrance. As you could see, there are quite a few domes nearby, but there are only three actual entrances. So I think that means that the nuclear core, the defense system, and the undisclosed one. So as you can see, when you go to the entrance, it's locked and it's not accessible. So I already know the next step because I watched the YouTube video. As for now, that's it for the video. I'm gonna send you guys an update. Other than that, thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel and share my videos. I'll be back soon with the next part of the series.